Hey, what's up, everybody? You all know what time it is. It's time for another Sonic Brain Fart. Now, if there's one thing you'll get from this brain fart, it's that the real world knows of these Sonicfags. These Sonicfags do things so outlandish that they actually get put in news reports and everything. But there's another thing you're going to learn from the Sonic Brain Fart, and it's that Sonic faggotry does not discriminate amongst the ages. Whether you're in your 30s or if you're younger, it's all the same. Sonic faggotry, no matter who you are, how old you are, it's all the same. This video is Sonic Fags in the news. And this very first Sonic Fag, he loves Sonic so much that he wanted to get a real hedgehog. Which isn't that bad. But the way he goes about it and the stuff he does and the reason why is what makes it bad. Just take a look at the clip.
A Christmas wish came true for one Kansas boy. 49 News reporter Chad Lawhorn was in Lawrence and tells us about the Christmas tale that involved a lengthy trip through City Hall.
This little guy changed Lawrence law. Or maybe it was this little guy.
See, already we're having a problem with this news report. Sonic the Hedgehog helped change a law. A real life law. And take a look at the kid's Sonic shirt. Kind of reminds you of somebody.
11-year-old Judson King became so enamored with the blue video game character Sonic the Hedgehog.
What?
So enamored with the blue video game character Sonic the Hedgehog.
Again?
So enamored with the blue video game character Sonic the Hedgehog.
You see what I'm saying? So enamored about that blue little hedgehog. He has no idea how many people that applies to. He has no idea. This news reporter has no idea. But I bet if he were to see my videos, they would do a full investigation. But let's continue.
He decided he needed a real one. Then
I got the breaking news that they were illegal, and it really made me kind of mad.
So because he loves Sonic so much, he wants a real hedgehog, and because they're illegal, that made him really angry. Which, to any kid that wants a pet that they can't really have, when the parents say no, or they say sorry, it just can't happen, a parent with balls would say suck it up and move on. Oh, but not this kid's mom. No. But just let's keep watching, because what he does to make hedgehogs legal is absolutely pathetic.
Lawrence's animal code has long prohibited the furry rodents in the city limits, a fact that didn't particularly upset Judson's mother.
But then we found out they were illegal, and so I thought, well, that's my out. Now I don't have to get him one. But then he said, well, how do we make them legal?
And that began a 3-year effort, perhaps crusade is a better word, to make hedgehogs legal in the city.
Pretty much did research every single night for the past 3 years.
Now, I'm sure he's exaggerating. Firstly, because there's not enough research on hedgehogs to last you 3 years of work. There just isn't. Hedgehogs don't really mean that much. But seriously, he worked 3 whole years legalizing hedgehogs. Why? Because he wants a real one. Why? Because he loves Sonic the Hedgehog. There was somebody else that put in a lot of effort, not to legalize hedgehogs, but to make a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. They spent a lot of time doing that. Who was that? Anyway.
And I daydreamed about having him. I had like 5,000 pictures of him.
The kid daydreamed about having his own hedgehog. As if it's such a wonderful and magical experience. Hedgehogs! Oh, yes! Oh man, I can't wait to have one! It was even sadder that he has 5,000 pictures of hedgehogs. 5,000!
After all the research, Judson sent a letter to city commissioners in January 2008, essentially asking them why they didn't like hedgehogs. 11 months later, commissioners put his issue on a city commission agenda.
Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, it's great that his little government or whatever, city council, cares about his little issue. But seriously, if your council has enough time to put a kid on an agenda because he wants a hedgehog? You really have nothing better to do. You're one of those small towns that's only existence is to pay taxes to the government. That's about the most that comes out of your town if you're doing garbage like that.
I was just, playing around with hedgehog pictures. And when my mom came in and she said, "You're going in front of the city commission on Tuesday," I thought I'd faint.
At City Hall, Judson arrived in a suit and tie armed with personalized folders full of hedgehog facts for each of the commissioners. It was no contest. Commissioners could not find a good reason why they were banned in the first place. Judson King won. City commissioners, nothing.
I loved having him. I think he ought to run for commission in April.
Let's keep the Sonicfags out of places of power, please. First it'd be the city council, then it'd be the mayor's office, then it would be the governor's office, then it would be the Senate, then Congress, then the House, and then presidency. Just imagine if Spax 3 was given a seat of power. If King Master Review was given a seat of power. It would be chaos.
Judson may not have the time. 3 years after he first asked for it, Judson got his hedgehog, Little Luke, for Christmas.
Oh, it's been really worth it. Hey, no. And there he goes. He starts to hiss at me.
Chad Lawhorn, KTKA 49 ABC News.
Judson says all is going well with his new pet. Just because hedgehogs are nocturnal, little Luke Stirring frequently wakes up Judson in the middle of the night.
So the rundown of this Sonic Fag is that he loves Sonic the Hedgehog so much that he wanted a real hedgehog, but he found out they were illegal in his state, so he got really pissed off, asked his mom how to make them legal, then he did research for every night for the next 3 years to legalize hedgehogs. And then he has like over 5,000 pictures of hedgehogs, and then finally one day, when he was playing with pictures of hedgehogs, his mother said, "You're going to the city council." He goes to the city council with facts for hedgehogs for each of the commissioners. Then they legalize hedgehogs. Then he gets a pet hedgehog. And then he gets to be woken up all night long by his nocturnal pet. Makes no sense. But sadly, I don't think his little news report was the worst out of the three I'm going to show you guys. The next one is pretty simple. I'm going to post it up for you guys. You guys can read through it yourselves. But it's a kid from Norway. I think he's about maybe 6, 7 years old or whatever. But the kid loves Sonic the Hedgehog so much. And he loved the anime Sonic X so much. Just like, adult Sonic Fags. That he wanted to change his name to Sonic X. No, I'm not kidding. He wrote a letter to the King of Norway to change his name to Sonic X. But the king decided it was so funny that he just blew it off and said, "Oh, you're not old enough to change your name." But there's a good chance that this kid, when he gets 18 or whatever age it is in Norway to change your name, I'm sure by then he's not going to even remember. He's going to just look back and be like, "Man, that was pretty stupid." He's probably thinking that now. But this last article, this last one is probably the worst out of the three. Just take a look at this. Not only did Kotaku do an article on this lady, but also the site that Zero Punctuation is at, I think at the Escapist magazine or something like that, they also have an article on her as well. And this is probably the worst thing you guys will ever read in your lives about any child connected to Sonic faggotry. Just take a look at this brief summary of what this woman did on the Sonic Cult forums. Firstly, she started running a Sonic-related torrent site that gradually turned into an Oink site, which was a haven for fanboys of OGG Vorbis, another format that nobody uses. I don't even know what that format is. But a bus site got busted by MPAA, that's the Movie Production Association of America, I think, and she fled to Mexico. So because of her sonic faggotry, she had to leave the United States to avoid getting sued. Now, there was another sonic fag that was getting threats about getting sued for distributing sonic material. Who was that? Oh, yeah. Anyway, she always posted pictures of her nasty genitalia, which a lot of sonic fags do. They're really nasty, some of them. And while fleeing, she tried to get money by auctioning her panties on the forum. Now, naturally, and thank God, this failed. So instead of that, she lived with her boyfriend. She was his whore, and that's basically how she made a living. And then she managed to get knocked up in the process, and then she named her daughter Yuji Naka. Now, people, I don't think it's just me, but I really hate ghetto names. But I think a name worse than any ghetto name would probably be a Japanese name of a man's first name and last name put together, and then your last name is still Amber. Yuji Naka Amber. What is wrong with these Sonic fans? Why do they do this to their own children? First we let Sonic dictate what kind of laws are made in cities, and then our children will be named Sonic X, and then we name our children after Yuji Naka, the creator of Sonic? It makes no sense. But the one thing we can gather from all this is that sonic faggotry does not discriminate amongst the ages. They're all guilty of the same stuff. All across the board. This is ridiculous. Now, there's another song, Brainfart, that I plan on doing. And that's mostly about how the Sonic fags seem to be obsessed with other things other than just Sonic. It's kind of weird. Like you guys have seen before, there are Sonic fags out there that love Thomas the Train. There are Sonic fags out there that love Barney. I am not kidding you. And that's going to be my next Sonic Brainfart. And then after that, I'm going to get to the more delicious Sonic Brainfarts on these two jokers here. But the part about Barney is going to be kind of hard because the Sonic fags that really were into Barney, they got taken down. By who? The people who own Barney. Why? Because they kept uploading Barney videos. Entire videos of Barney from the television show. So you're all probably going to have to take my word for it on most of the Barney stuff, but I can still show you a few things that they've done. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the Sonic Brainfart, and I really hope you guys look forward to the next one. Also, next week I'm going to be on Ustream on Friday night, so I can catch you guys and letting you guys know in advance. Because last time we did it, we had a lot of fun. There was a lot of questions and answers and everything, so you guys got to check it out. I use Ustream mostly because you don't have to make an account to access it. So, next Friday, Ustream. When you see my background change, you know to hit that Ustream tab on my channel. I'll see you guys later.
Is that it's going to be compromised. Is that it's going to be compromised.
Who's in the audience who spent a great deal of time making his own Save McIntyre song.
It's less expensive for McIntyre Park. Membership is required for the YMCA. And plus the lady pool will be bigger and cheaper.
One speaker at a time, thank you.
Now, I think he